I did not have relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
It's Blue. Make sure you like and subscribe and go follow me on Patreon. It's only $5 a month and you get an extra video every week.
My point is, you've never heard her complain about Hollywood because she's getting all the roles. The girls in Hollywood I hear complaining are 50.
Today I'm going to be reacting to a Dave Chappelle bit, and it's on Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky.
And then to top it off, he lied, which I thought that was special. I did, man. I know how he did. I've been accused of having sex with a girl I did not have sex with before. And let me tell you something. That is infuriating. You ever go through that? You know, it'll make you crazy. You be screaming at your best friends. I didn't touch that bitch, nigga. I'll kill you. You nigga, I'll kill you. Please believe me. Please believe me.
Really?
But Clinton didn't do it like that, did he? And Clinton came out of the press conference all relaxed, his shoulders all relaxed and all this trouble. It looked like he just got done or something. Listen, let me tell you something, America. I don't think you heard me the first time. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
He gives it.
You know he did it. You know he did it.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody know what that finger smelled like. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. We all watched. We was disgusted, but we kept watching the news. I know I did. I was taping it. See, I'd be at the crib like, baby, turn the lights off. The news is coming on. Every week on 60 Minutes was a different girl accusing Clinton. Remember Kathleen Willey came out? She was upset. The president called me into his office. He began massaging my breast slowly. I'm sorry. And then he placed my hand on his genitals. Ed Bradley was shocked. Was he aroused? I was at home like, yeah, was he aroused? And then Ed Bradley looked right in the camera. He said, don't bust that nut yet. We'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. I feel like his voices give... I mean, I think a lot of comedians have like funny little voices and stuff that they add to their skits or bits or whatever, but his are really good. Dave Chappelle is, again, walking on a really fine line really well, because normally I think if somebody doesn't do this the right way, they could even get scrutinized for being like, oh, so you think assault allegations are funny? But he's doing it really well to where it doesn't seem like he's making fun of it. He's actually putting somebody else in play and seeming like he's making fun of them from romanticizing it. He's not necessarily the person at fault. He's kind of pointing out that the news was so desperate almost to like want to get everything that they could out of it. Giggity. They almost made it like a soap opera.
Oh man, the news had never been so good. But there were no victims. There were no victims. Only one I feel sorry for is that Lewinsky. I feel a little sorry for her. Don't y'all feel a little sorry for her, though? God damn, y'all, come on, man. That's a hard thing to be famous for, man. I mean, nobody want to be the most famous sucker of all times and shit. I feel bad for her. Not even the women feel sorry for her a little bit, ladies? Now that's jealousy. That's what that is. I mean, come on, y'all. That's one that girl sucked. It's gonna haunt her for the rest of her life. Long after she spent that money up, that's still gonna haunt her. And I know there's a lot of women in here with at least one they regret. And I bet you wasn't a president. I bet you worked at Kenny Shoes or Safeway or some shit like that. Don't go judging her. Don't go judging her. See, we gotta stop judging people. That girl was young, and she made a mistake that young girls make. She wanted to f a powerful man, period. That's as far as she thought it through. She wasn't thinking about how powerful the president was. She had no wisdom. An older woman would have helped everybody. An older woman would have been in there, you know, you should lower taxes.
Oh, really?
The older one would have sucked us into utopia. The last thing I'm going to say about it is this, that he is a famous man. I have dreamt of being famous, but I never dreamt of being that famous. I never understood how famous a president was, but imagine if somebody could suck you and then they're famous. You understand what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, no guy ever thought of that. There's nobody with a pickup line that good. They suck my there's a future in it. What?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's it now. Get out there and be somebody. Go write a book.
So funny.
You're a qualified author now. Go write a book.
Oh my gosh.
Said, I'm in the wrong.
You're a qualified author now? Go write a book. I can't even say anything more than just repeating that. That was such a good line. It's funny, again, how he's twisting it. He's making it seem like it's now a pickup line to just be that man in power. And not only am I famous, which sometimes is a pickup line enough if you were to look at somebody wanting to be with like an NBA player or a famous rapper or something like that. But no, it's the part that it's like, no, I'm actually like a president and I'm so famous that you will now be part of the scandal and you're going to be famous. So take this potential and go do something with it. I also kind of found it fascinating how the audience responded, mostly the women. I guess I wouldn't necessarily say I expected them to feel bad for her, but I think it just kind of came to a shock when I heard very clearly that I'm going to go ahead and say basically every woman in the audience was kind of like against her, and no, we don't feel sorry for this girl. And Dave Chappelle even shockingly turns that around as well. You would think that he would just make fun of her as well, maybe even join in, but no, he kind of literally turns it on the audience as like, oh, well, at least her biggest mistake in life or biggest regret is a president. I mean, I know almost all of you in the audience probably have a regret of some guy, and he probably just worked at like Safeway or Payless or whatever his examples were of making fun of somebody else. So at least her mistake was a president. I mean, what have you done?
I said, I'm in the wrong business. I should be the president. I'm in the wrong business. See, the only reason I don't want to be president is because I'm black. That would make it too hot for me. I mean, you know what I mean? I think it could be a black president one day, but you don't want to be the first one. I mean, second or third, that's fine, but that first nigga better watch out. I'm going to tell you that right now. Too hot. I mean, I'd be the first black president. I don't think that nobody would really hurt me. I'm sure somebody would want to hurt me, but I don't think they'd touch me because my vice president will be Mexican for a little insurance.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
great.
And you can shoot me if you want, but you're just gonna open the border up, so you might as well leave me and Vice President Santiago to our own devices.
No.
Ain't that right, Santiago? See. Elian can stay. Don't worry, I don't got no Elian jokes. All I'll say about Elian is thank God he's Cuban. Because if he was Haitian, you'd have never heard about his ass. If Elian Gonzalez was Elian Mamumbo from Haiti, they'd have pushed that little rubber tube right back in the water. Sorry, fella, all home.
No.
Good luck.
The guy's losing it. I love seeing audiences' reactions. Oh my gosh, I know about that little boy. So sad. He's so good at being able to make something that's really sad or serious hilarious, and about how oh, well, good thing he was Cuban. He obviously had a fighting chance. His story even made it to the news. Whereas if he was Haitian, none of us would even know that that story existed or ever happened. He, for insurance, was his exact words, would have a Mexican vice president. As in, if you kill me, then you're going to be stuck with open borders. So it's an insurance policy to have somebody who's, like, in a sense, Dave Chappelle is representing as worse than him, because then you guys will definitely not want to kill me, and then you'll be stuck with this guy.
No.
I hope you guys really enjoyed this as much as I did. I think he's hilarious. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram. Go check out my Patreon, because there's a lot of updates on there. And that's it. So thank you. Until next time.